Right, back with another video for you here. Try to keep this one short, get you all to the long weekend. Or maybe you didn't watch this video until after the long weekend. Either way, if you enjoy a long weekend. All right, so we're gonna jump right into it. Watching Dr. McCulley's lecture today, I realized I activated some cards a little too early, maybe. So this video includes some cards for that lecture, and then if you miss some, go to the previous two videos probably, and that's where you'll find your cards. Or you just watch this one and make sure that your cards are matching up as mine do. We'll get right started. So first aid, cardiovascular, jump down to physiology. You'll come into cardiac output variables here. And we're going to jump into contractility. And now we will be activating a lot more of this. So a couple ways you can go about this. Make sure your field is sorted like mine. You can activate all these cards and then just come in here and deactivate these ones. The acidosis hasn't been mentioned yet, and it kind of makes sense, but I'm just keeping it deactivated, taking myself a card. And then these ones here about the velocity of shortening, just keeping these deactivated just because they're a little confusing, and I don't feel like they're a big high yield thing that kind of relates to Dr. McCulley's thing, so I'd keep those out. But then there's a bunch of these other new ones you can see here that are good to pick up. And then we're going to go down to stroke volume, and I grabbed the first one just because Dr. McCulley started to sprinkle in some more terminology, so I figured picking up this one wouldn't hurt. So yeah, just the first one here. And then we're going to jump down to 3, the Starling curve, activate all of these. These are all very good. These are like good summary cards for the big concepts that Dr. McCulley introduced in the lecture. And then we're going to jump down to 5. And this one has a lot of cards that kind of relate, I feel like they're an extension off of what Dr. McCulley was talking about. So looking at like ejection factor or like the ejection volume, and looking at like how volume wise, how changing volumes in different areas affects cardiac output, and the pressure within the 4 chambers of the heart. So I don't feel like we've quite hit that, but then there's a few cards in here that do relate to Dr. McCulley's lecture. So if yours is ordered like this, you can just come straight down to the bottom and move up. But the ones we want are the 5 cards that mention inotropy. So it's just these 5 here. And I picked those up. But that is it. I took a look at the EKG or ECG ones, and there's not just like a general arrhythmia or cards you could use to practice counting. So I would just refer to Dr. Brown's practice questions and then look forward to the workshop and just to get some more practice in that. Or I'm sure you can look up some resources online and just like try to read rhythm strips and then check on what they have with what the computer print usually has at the top. So that is it for today's video. I hope this was helpful, short enough that you can just activate some cards for the weekend. Yeah, happy studying and enjoy the snow.